Hey Pitmasters, what is up? Today we're going to make the most delicious tomahawk steak with the blue cheese topping. Look at this beautiful Hereford tomahawk steak, absolutely gorgeous. The last time I had this steak, it was fall apart tender. So I'm really curious about this time. We're going to make something excellent. Let's get it out of the package. It's always a joy to be grilling a tomahawk steak like this. And the smell from the beef, it's amazing. But we're going to make sure it doesn't fall apart while we're cooking it. We're going to take some butcher's rope and tie it up. By tying up the steak, we're making sure that it doesn't fall apart. Let's put it on the grill. For this cook, we're going to be using the Napoleon Prestige Pro 665. It's a dream of a machine, especially when we're cooking a steak like this. I'm going to cook this steak over indirect heat, and we're going to apply a little bit of smoke wood to get that little bit of extra smoke flavor. So I'm setting it over indirect heat on this side. Now we'll turn on the two burners on this side. We're going to add a few hickory chips to our smoker tray, and we'll turn on the burner. Now the smoke should be coming within 5 minutes or so. Now we'll close the lid and let the steak come up to temperature. I want a nice side dish to go with our steak. So we're going to be grilling some asparagus, but we're also going to make these potato balls. So we got our rotisserie right here, and we're going to put them in this little basket. And then we're going to fry them up, and later on we're going to sprinkle them with superlicious barbecue rub. Now for the next part of our recipe, we're going to fry up some chorizo. We're going to make it super crispy. This chorizo is much spicier than salami. It comes from Spain, from Pamplona, where they have the infamous running with the bulls. We'll elevate the grill grate on our sizzle zone. Put on our cast iron skillet, open up the gas, let it run in for a few seconds, and then fire it up. And we'll fry it up like bacon. It will become crispy and crunchy, and it will add a lot of texture to our dish. I put the fried chorizo on a drying rack with paper towel underneath. This way the air can flow freely and it stays crisp, otherwise it just gets soggy and sumpy. We have this pan full of chorizo fat, which tastes so great. Why not use it? We're going to fry up these asparagus in this chorizo fat. It's going to taste amazing. So I set the pan up to cook at a low temperature. Now we're going to prepare our asparagus. With green asparagus you always have a good indication of where the woody part of the stalk is and where the fresh green part of the stalk is. You just take one in your hand, bend it, and then it pops. And it breaks at the point where your stalk becomes really hard and woody. You don't want to eat that. Now we'll put these in the pan and slowly fry them up until they're finished. Okay, I'm afraid to say this, but let's check on the balls. Wow, they look amazing. Nice and golden brown. We're gonna take them out right now because they look so good and they must taste good as well. Look at that, they turn nice and golden brown and you can hear they are crispy. Now to make these balls taste even better, we're gonna put on some superlicious barbecue rub. So let's try one. Oh man, we turned these potato balls into superlicious potato balls. Now we'll finish off the rest of our ingredients so that when our steak is ready, we can put them on. Wow, look at this gorgonzola. Oh, already broke a piece off. Ay mia! Absolutely amazing. Oh wow. It's not only salty, there's also some kind of sweetness in there. That's going to work perfect with our steak. We'll cut off these outsides and then just start to crumble it. And of course, we also need to crumble up our chorizo. Let's check on our steak to see if it's done. Well, she looks good. 50 degrees Celsius, that's a perfect temperature to start searing our steak. Let's turn on the sizzle zone, let the gas stream in for a few seconds and then boom. And we'll start searing our beautiful steak. Look at that, she's super juicy and ready to go. Let her dry, that will help with the searing of the steak. And now she can go on the grill. Wow, that steak is absolutely rocking. We just want a little bit of sizzle on there. We want to crunch it up, but we don't want to burn the outside too much. So we're just gonna flip it around a few times and then we're going to take her off. We're looking for perfection here, so we gotta keep our eye on it. Well, she's ready. Let's take her off the grill. Wow, she's still sizzling. These butcher swines have been seared off. We're just gonna get off the rest of them. And now normally we would let this steak rest and then start working on her, but now it's different. Now we're going to put her on a plate. And of course you guys are going to talk about that I didn't season my steak before I start grilling it. And you're damn right, I didn't season it yet. We're going to season it right now. I'll put on a little bit of salt. And what the beauty is of putting on the salt afterwards is that you don't have to use as much salt. And if you use the right salt, it will really absorb the flavors. So while our steak is resting, we're going to be building up our plate. Here are our asparagus. We'll put those underneath. Some of these potatoes in the back. And now we want to top our steak with our beautiful gorgonzola. A few onion rings. A bit of that crispy chorizo. Oh man, I'm getting hungry. Well, look at this dish. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a picture. It could have been a painting, but it's not. It's a plate full of food. Look at that. I'm so happy with the way it looks. But of course, it can look great, but we gotta try it. So let me slice into that steak. Look at that. The gorgonzola started to melt. There we go. Let's get a slice of this steak. A little bit of that gorgonzola and onion on top. Oh man, the water's running through my mouth. There we go. That's just insane. A golden combination. This tastes so good. You guys have to give it a try. The flavors of the gorgonzola are sweet and salty. The onion is sharp, spicy, and as well as the chorizo. It's spicy and it has an array of flavors. It's crunchy, and then the crust of the steak together with that Hereford flavor. Man, this is absolutely fantastic. I think I'm in love with the steak. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and actually I can't imagine otherwise. But still, let me know, give me a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. And I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's supporting this channel. If you want to support us, then become a sponsor here on YouTube. Hit that sponsor button or go to our Patreon page. The link is down below. All your support is much appreciated. See you guys next time. Until then, eet smakelijk and keep on grilling.